What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am back to do part 2 of the Devil's Plan player rankings. So today I'll be doing the week 2 rankings where I'll be ranking their gameplay and how much I like them basically. Um I won't be including any of the people that went home in the first week because clearly they aren't there anymore. But without further ado, let's get right into it. In last place, I have Lee Sedol. Honestly, because I don't think that he wanted to do Devil's Plan at all. I feel like he just wanted to like come and play some games. I don't think that he was here for like the betrayal and all. So honestly, I just think that his heart was in too good of a place. He just wanted to have fun and that's it. So he's in last place for that for me because I feel like he didn't understand the concept of the show, but it's all goodwill. Up next, I have Justin, and honestly, he's down this low. I feel like he was a passive player. I think I said in the last rating that I wished for him to make an alliance, and I do feel like he probably wanted to have an alliance. I mean, Haran and Unyu kind of were already locked in together, and Seto wanted to work by himself. Everyone else kind of just was already just like with someone else. So I do feel for him. So I do feel like he kind of got like the short end of the stick there. But as I said, I just feel like he could have been a bit more cutthroat in his choices. Up next, I have Tino, and then honestly, I saw his elimination from a mile away. I am surprised that Seven High kind of let that go down that way because them two kind of had a close bond, but clearly Seven High put his trust into the prison squad. But Tino, as I said before, I feel like he was just too tapped into like that older brother, oldest vibe since he was the oldest on the show. So he was being very forgiving. So I feel like that was honestly his downfall. Up next, I have Seven High. He's down this low because he's not a personal fave. And also, I don't see him winning. I don't see him have any like win equity. Right before episode 9 cut off, it seemed like he was kind of getting his way. But when it comes to like intellectual games, it's like we've seen that he doesn't really do too well, other than when he does like poker games, because that's what he specializes in. So I think with like a lot of people that we have left over, he'll have a hard time beating him if he was to make it to the end. Next up, we have Haran. I physically cannot put her up any higher since she was eliminated. But as I said before, she's one of my favorites. I love the way she tackles the game. I love how she's so unapologetic. Um, she just did not care when anyone went home, especially when Settle went home and she was like, and what's next? But she went out with her head lifted up high, and I don't think she went outside at all. And honestly, for like the women who have participated in Devil's Plan, she's a top contender for me that I want to come back. Next, we have Q Hung, and Q Hung is this low, although he's in that top trio because he's the weakest of that trio, if we're being honest. And he has enemies in Seven High and Ji Young. Although the trio seems to have came to an end at the end of episode 9, I still feel like they probably ended up working together. I don't know, like that's just how I feel. But Q Hung, honestly, that's honestly all I have to say about him. Next up, we have Ji Young, and she was a top winner pick for me during the first week. But after seeing her in week 2, I feel like she kind of relies on working with others too much, which is not a bad thing to like want to work with other people. But in Devil's Plan, you kind of have to have your own interest and heart as well. So I kind of don't like that aspect about her. I kind of figured that she would have had a more like cutthroat, don't care attitude, but I guess I assumed that wrong about her. She's actually really caring. But with that, my rank for her kind of went down. All right, these next set of people, I can gladly see them as winners, and I'll be so satisfied. But next we have Unyu. I feel like her win equity shot up in ranks. I feel like she has more of like that I don't care attitude that I feel like Jiyoung is lacking, and I feel like she has the best intellect in like that prison crew squad right now. Even with like in this last the main matchup, she kind of just was like, do this or you're gonna be screwed. I was like, girl, that's hilarious. Because, like, she was mad because Hungyu was, like, talking in, like, a weird kind of way towards her. But I love her, and I would love for her to win. Next up, I have Hungyu, and the only reason why he dropped down in ranks is because he's in clear danger at the end of episode 9, which I'm like, bro, come on. And honestly, he has been rubbing people the wrong way, just the way he's been talking to others. I know Unyu pointed that out in an earlier episode, but I'm still rooting for him. I love his like gameplay. I love how cutthroat he is. I usually root for players like this. So if he wins, I would be so sad. But I'm still rooting for you, and I'm right behind you. Up next, I have Hungjin, which I feel like was like the star of week 2. He completed the prison game. He got 10 extra pieces. And honestly, I feel like after that, he kind of came in with like a different strategy. He became way more cutthroat, I believe. He immediately came in, he got rid of Setall, and then he moved on to target Hungyu, which I think is one of the like the best moves. I feel like no one else was thinking about targeting Hungyu until he started to like rub people the wrong way. But he kind of peeked that out at first. He recognized that he was a good player. But I do feel like he's overlooking Sohee. I feel like Sohee is definitely like the leader of the trio, or the side that's living inside of the house. But I love him. In first place, I have the winner of Devil's Plan Season 2 because it's just, I feel like it's just writing on the wall. But I love her gameplay. I feel like she's the true leader of the living headquarters side, and the trio with her, Hungyu, and Q Hung. I feel like she kind of like is like the puppeteer of them. I feel like when like anything happens, they're like, oh, like let's let Sohee get all the points. Let's let Sohee get the piece. Sohee, here's a piece. Take this piece. Like, I feel like she's running them, and I love it. So although she has like this sweet persona, I feel like she's quite deadly in that aspect because she has people at her beck and call. Although I know like they're friends or whatever, but I'm just speaking on what I see. All right, so that concludes this ranking video. I cannot wait to see week 3. They apparently said that it gets really like gruesome and like really like crazy, so I can't wait to see that. Hopefully that means that Hungry survives, but we shall see. I mean, I can take that hit if he goes home, as long as it's like an entertaining way. I just have this feeling that Hugh Hung is the one that's gonna end up going home. But enough of my conspiracies. I'll see you guys next week for the final ranking.